Hey guys, it's Marcus here. We're getting ready to go live with our special WordPress webinar. We're giving it another chance. We had some tech issues earlier, but we're going to try to get the show on the road. It's going to be a very technical webinar, so you're going to want to take some notes, get ready for everything, because we're going to go through everything line by line, step by step, show you how to set up WordPress for affiliate marketing. So you're not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to stick around and watch all this stuff. Also, if you are new to my channel here at Affiliate Marketing Dude, make sure you click the subscribe button right down in the lower right-hand corner, and make sure you subscribe. And also make sure you click the little bell so that you get the updates. Like right now, those of you who clicked the bell already just got an update saying, hey, Marcus is live. He's teaching you some good stuff about affiliate marketing. So if you like that stuff, if you want to be notified when we go live, you're going to want to click that subscribe button now and make sure you click the bell. That's going to get you all the cool stuff. So if you like it, give us a thumbs up. Tell us you like it. These webinars we do obviously to sell stuff, but more importantly, we do them for you so you can learn. So we work hard on getting the tech stuff out there, getting everything ready to go. So with that said, I hope that you enjoy this presentation. I hope you enjoy what's going on here. Hope you enjoy this WordPress demonstration. And as you go through, if you ever have any questions or anything, let me know. There is a chat box on the side. That chat box comes straight here to my desk. Try to be nice. Most people are nice and cool. Unfortunately, sometimes we do have some people who aren't so nice and aren't so cool, and we usually kick them off the live stream because, you know, we don't need to deal with anything like that. We're all here to help each other out, and I know you guys are going to be cool like that too. And, you know, the cool thing about making money online is the more you help other people get what you want, the more you can have anything in life you want, which is basically the quote by Jim Rohn that he said a while back. Very good quote, very good guy. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but his stuff was great. So in this call, we're going to go long. It's going to be about a 2-hour call. You're going to want to take some notes. You're going to want to sit there, and you're going to watch what's going on. Now, as you go through, as you learn this stuff, you know, you're going to want to follow along. And if you like this stuff, you're going to want to not only subscribe to my channel here and click the bell, but you're also going to want to check out our programs. We have several different programs that you can get involved in. Our biggest, most popular program is the Simple Sites Big Profits course. That'll teach you how to do everything start to finish. So if you get confused in this technical webinar, I know sometimes when I go really deep into tech, it makes your head spin. But in the Simple Sites Big Profits course, we go through this stuff step by step, make it really easy for you. That's where most people get started. Now, if you do want to get that, you could go to simplesitesbonus.com and get your copy of that. One of our best popular programs is the High Ticket Niches, which also comes with Simple Sites Big Profits, where we actually set you up a niche and everything like that. So at any time during the call, if you want to sign up for one of those, you can do that. We are also going to talk to you about a live WordPress training course for affiliate marketers. So if you're interested in WordPress, if you're interested in affiliate marketing, you're definitely going to want to check that stuff out because it's really, really going to go in detail. So as we go through, you guys will get information on that as well. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how many of you guys are excited about getting started? A 10 being, hey man, I want to learn this stuff. I want to make some money, or you could type something else in. And, you know, we want to get this show on the road and show you how this stuff works step by step, line by line, and really focus on you as being in the driver's seat, right? We want to teach you how to do this stuff step by step. Teach you, hey, this is how you get in there. This is how you do it. This is how it works. This is what works. This is what doesn't work. This is how to get started fast. These are the loopholes. These are the things you could do, right? Because a lot of time you have to really, really focus and make it work, okay? If you're having trouble subscribing, you want to subscribe now. You just click the button and you'll be subscribed and everything like that. So very easy to do, not much to it. So get ready to take notes. Get ready to go through this stuff line by line. Get ready because we are going to dive in and show you exactly how everything works. Now I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I can get this screen loaded here, and we will get everything rocking and rolling. I think, let me make sure the audio works here. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, how's the audio sounding for you guys? Okay, so hello and welcome. This is the week on the summer coaching course where we are going to be going through and showing you guys how to set up a site and buy a domain name. Now, we've talked about it before in other webinars and other things where we go through, and the goal of our domain name should be to be keyword loaded. So if I was going to go in and let's say I was using the AdWords tool, right? I go into my AdWords tool here, and on this one, try to pay attention because we are going to go through a lot of pages, a lot of examples, and things like that. So you don't want to miss out. You want to make sure that you are paying close attention. But as we go through, once we have found a niche and we know what we're going to market, we know how much the traffic's going to cost or how to work the traffic, and we know, what offers we're going to do, and everything makes sense. What we want to do is we want to solidify a domain name. We want to buy a domain. We want to go through and get a domain that fits. Now, the reason, let's see if I can remember my password here. The reason we want to get a domain at this step and not in the beginning is because the domain is going to be different based on the type of traffic, right? If I'm going for Google AdWords traffic, I don't want a gigantic, long, crazy domain name. I want a domain name that's simple, something that has the keywords in it, and something that's going to pop in the eye of the visitor when they're looking at Google, right? So like when you look at this, I want to show you how this works in a really cool way. So if I was going to go for something like, let's say, student loan repayment calculator, okay? Earnest.com isn't really, it doesn't really say much. Sophie.com, I mean, they know about it because of commercials. New York Life, student loan refinance. Okay, this one has some of it in it, so it's kind of cool. But what I would do is I'd try to get as close to student loan repayment calculator as possible. All right, now I would probably, in this example, I would use the same type of domain for free and paid traffic, right? Now, after I have set up my hub website, this is very important. If you have not set your hub website, you're going to want to go into the Simple Sites course, click on Get Started, and set up your hub site. The reason we have you set up a hub site is because it's going to be practice. It's going to be a place to have all your stuff. It's going to be a place where you can load files, test things out, and also, lead people back to if that's what you want to do. But the reason we do that is so that you have something ready. That way, when you get your domain, you're good to go. You could set it up as fast as possible, right? And literally, you could set these up within minutes of buying the domain. So if I was going to go in here and I said, well, let's take a look at the keyword student loan repayment calculator or whatever. And I don't know if this is a good one. I'm just using it because it's handy. But you're going to take your domain and you're going to look for, or you're going to take your keywords and you're going to look for a domain. So this is the new Google AdWords beta. We're going to go into this little dots here, and we're going to click on, let's see, where'd it go? Keyword Planner right here. And then we're going to do, we'll just resume, okay? And if we go in here and do our keyword, we can see what traffic method's going to be best, how it's working, everything like that. And we want to try to get something that encompasses the whole idea of the market, like what do they want to do? And this one, student loan repayment calculator would be a good one. So once we see this, we're like, okay, it's got 22,000 searches a month. We're going to go into Namecheap, okay? And on Namecheap, we're going to go ahead and look for a domain. Okay? So now we got all these weird ones. Not a big fan of the weird ones. I would rather see .com, .net, .org. Okay? Com is taken. Net. Okay, so I would get student loan repayment calculator.net. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to buy this domain. View cart. Okay,
and then we're going to go ahead and I always take the whois off. You can have it if you want. What the whois does is it protects your privacy. So like if you're working out of your house and you don't want people to know where you live, you can do that, okay? If you're working at a business like I do, which is also out of my house, but we have a P.O. box, that way, you know, it kind of gives me a little buffer so people aren't like coming over to see me. That would be a little odd. So we have this here, the whois thing, and you can have that or not. If you don't have it, it's not going to charge you the $488 and stuff like that. Okay, so we're just going to go like this, all right? We're going to go to confirm order, and let me just pause this and make sure it's not showing any sensitive info. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just entering in my username and password on my site, so it's kind of like this, right? Nothing too big there, just basic, hey, there you go, log in. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next page, and our password is off, of course. See if we can remember our password. Maybe I'm in caps lock. And there we go. Okay, cool, we got it. So now what I'm doing is I'm just reviewing my order. So I'm like, okay, this looks pretty cool. It's going to get down to the payment details. Obviously, you're going to enter your info. Now, on your Namecheap account, you have the choice to have a default, what's called name servers. Okay, now the default name servers need to be ns1.bluehost.com and ns2.bluehost.com. This is going to make it super easy, and as you're seeing right now, I'm actually buying this domain, and we're setting it up right now so you can see how it works in real time. And you know, you might see some errors too, which, you know, sometimes that's part of the deal, but we'll go through and see how it works. Okay. So yeah, now it looks like we actually have purchased the domain. So we have the domain here, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and click on Manage, okay? Now on Manage here, now we got all our domains. Now what you're gonna see is when we go to manage it, we're gonna go to the Student Loan Repayment Calculator one, or Student Loan, let's do like this. Okay, so Student Loan Repayment Calculator .net is the one I just bought today. Here we are. Okay, we're going to hit Manage. Now on Manage, this is where you're going to see all your name servers and everything. Okay, so you're going to see this right here. Okay, right there. Now let's check and see if it did the default, which sometimes it does the default. Yes, so the default is to Bluehost. Okay, now if you didn't have the default as Bluehost, then you would just put right in the box ns1.bluehost.com, ns2.bluehost.com, okay, and then you click the check mark. Now, if you do it this way by doing this, sometimes it takes 4 to 24 hours to populate, so you might not see it right away, which is why I do my default. See, because I have my default, I literally just bought this domain 20 seconds ago, and now I can work on it. Right, so it's boom, boom, boom. This is how I do things where, like, the Lotto site went in and made a bunch of money, like, literally overnight kind of deal, and stuff like that. Okay, is everyone with me now? Everyone understand? Namecheap is for our domains. Bluehost is for our hosting. I use them in conjunction. I like to have them separate because, you know, if I ever want to change things, that allows me the control. Okay, scale of 1 to 10, everyone understands setting up the domain. Okay, and of course this is after you've done your Bluehost and your hub site, so you should be able to be at this as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Jim says, how did all those calculators get there? Excellent question. This is what's called a Bluehost welcome page. Okay, this is like you just hosted it with Bluehost. Okay, it's on every page. So any domain that I own that does not have a site on it that is pointed at Bluehost is gonna have that, right? So like if I have alcoholanddrugintervention.com and it's pointed at Bluehost, boom, same page. Okay, it's automatically automatically generated. Okay, so that I didn't do anything to do that other than name servers. Does that make sense to everyone? Type name servers if it does. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to take this domain, okay, and we have to go into our Bluehost account. So I'm going to go into my Bluehost account, which is right here. Okay, you log in, you go to Bluehost, you, let's get rid of all these guys here. We go to login, you're going to put your login info, okay? And when you have your login info, it's just going to take you right to your Bluehost cPanel, okay? This is your Bluehost control panel. Super easy. It's going to take us to a new one because it's stupid, but at any rate, this is our Bluehost control panel. So we're going to go to the Bluehost control panel here, okay? And we are going to go to domains. Okay, we're going to go domains right up here. Okay. And we're going to go to our domains. We have it right like this. And we're going to go to assign, right like this. We're going to type in our domain. Okay, you want to use a domain that's not already associated with your account. Okay, it's going to do some stupid thing. Let's see if it wants to work. Primary domain. Okay, we'd have to get an EPP code, which I don't have the code. If it does this, it's just going to send a code to your email, which I don't think I have email on this. Let me see if I can get that. Hold on one second. Because I'd like to do this as much as you're going to see as possible. Right, I'd like you guys to go through this with me and see how it's going to happen. And it looks like my password is saved. There we go. Okay, cool. So we will be able to do this. So what I'm going to do is if this ever happens, it's because Bluehost uses the same domains, the same name servers for everything. If this happens, all you have to do is go into that domain. Okay, hit manage. And let me do this. Okay, and then you're going to go to, let's see, what is it? I think it's under sharing and transfer. Okay, and then once you're on sharing and transfer, we're going to do transfer out, unlock, and then we are going to click auth code. Okay, try it again. Auth code. Okay, and what this is going to do is it's just going to send me a code for this domain. Okay, right like this. Okay, so now we should get the auth code in email. Might take a minute or two. All right, so we'll wait a minute or two for that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to prove to Bluehost that we, in fact, do own the domain. Okay? Let's see, where'd our Bluehost go? We had our Bluehost somewhere. There it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put that code in there, and it'll allow it. Now, 99 times out of 100, you will not need to do this step, but just in case, we will have it here. Okay. A lot of questions. If you are part of the niche website program, let's see. Kevin says with the niche websites, do they come with all the keywords? Yes, we give you all the words. And when are those coming? Okay, yeah, hold that for another time. Frank says something about the niche websites as well. With the niche websites, if you did get those as part of the summer coaching, or if you did get them as part of a different program, we will get you guys the info. If you want to learn about that, you can learn at highticketniches.com. Okay, so now we have our authorization code. It's just sent to my email. We're going to put that right in here, and it's going to prove that we own the domain. Okay, and now we should be able to just put it up here like this, subdomain. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and hit assign the domain. Like this. And then of course when you're done with your EPP code, you want to make sure you go into that domain again. Let's see, domain list. Let's do student. Go into that domain, sharing and transfer. You can see the hosting things there, and then go ahead and lock it. That way no one takes your domain name. Okay? Okay, cool. So now the domain is locked. We're good to go. Okay, so now we should be waiting for the assigning of the domain. Okay, we're just waiting and waiting. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it's really slow. Okay, cool. So now it should be assigned. We will see it in our domains down here. Okay, so now we got student loan, whatever the domain is. And let's see if we have it here. Let's do student loan repayment calculator.net. Okay, so now we have this one. Let's see, assigned. Okay, now we're going to go into our main page. So we'll just click on the Bluehost icon, and we're going to go into install WordPress. Okay, so we're going to go into install WordPress, right like this. Now you can see why our high-ticket niches are such a good deal. These guys charge like $400 just to do the theme and the WordPress. So, I mean, you guys are getting a niche and everything too. Okay, so we're going to choose our domain, studentloanrepaymentcalculator.net. Okay, you could choose between www or regular. I always just use regular. Okay, no directory, leave that blank. Hit next. All right, now we're going to do our names and titles. What I do for site name and title is I want to use the keywords right like this, okay? Then we're going to use an admin username. You can choose something you'll remember or whatever, or you could just choose admin. Admin email address. I like this, admin password, and there. Let's see, invalid field, 8 to whatever. Okay, let's see if it'll do this. Okay. Cool, so now it's setting it up. You can see it's doing all the stuff. %, 60. I'll turn this little toolbar off so you can see better. All right, cool. So it says installation successful, view your credentials. What that should do, if everything worked right, is it should change this to a WordPress. There we go. Okay, everyone see how that worked? Type of WordPress if you see this. Okay, everyone type WordPress in the box if you see the WordPress thing here. Little phones and junk. That looks like my things aren't updating. Okay, cool. So everyone sees that. So now all we got to do is go to admin login, which you could always get by going to yourdomain.com/wp-admin. Okay, super simple. All right, and as you guys see, I just bought the domain a couple minutes ago, and we're already rocking and rolling. So now I can go to admin, enter my password. All right, like this. Okay. Boom. Log in. Save it if you want to save it. It's always good. And now we're going to log into our studentloanrepaymentcalculator.net. Okay? Now, this is your main Bluehost version of the WordPress system. Okay? Really simple, really easy. Just click on I don't need help because you're getting help from me. And let's see what else we got. Okay, cool. All right, allow. Now we don't want to track plugin. Do not allow. Okay. Okay, so now first thing you want to do, first and foremost, I know a lot of people think they want to like launch their site when it's ready. Don't do that. Launch it right away, because what you want to do is you want to get rid of the student loan. Okay. You want to get rid of the welcome page, and the way we do that is by clicking launch. Okay, clicking launch gets rid of this. And let's see. Good. View site. So now, when we reload it, it's actually going to have the blog on it. Okay? This is what it looks like. We have this bar up here because we are logged in. That's the only reason the bar is there. If you're not logged in, like if I was to put this on Google Chrome over here, you're not going to see that bar. Okay? See how that looks? This is what it looks like to everyone else. Okay? All right, so now we have several parts of our site. We have this here cactus thingy, our title, headline, our slogan. We have posts. Now notice, this is the main page. We have posts on it. Then we have our search box. This stuff's here. So here is our header with our title and our tagline. Here is our content, which is pages or posts. Here's our sidebar widgets. Okay, this thing over here is sidebar widgets. Very important. We want to focus on these. And then down here we have our footer. Okay, type footer if that makes sense to everyone. Okay, this is what we call a 2-column WordPress layout because we have column 1 and column 2. Very simple. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to start to make this our own. Okay, we're going to make this our own several different ways. Number 1, with a theme. Number 2, with the layout. And number 3, with the plugins. So, very important. First and foremost, what we want to do is we want to go into our dashboard, our WordPress dashboard, and it works really good if you have a lot of tabs open. Okay, we are going to go to Settings, General. This is the first thing you want to do on every blog. Settings, General, make a tagline. Okay, your tagline should be based on your next best keyword. Okay, so if I have student loan repayment calculator and then I do average monthly searches, let's see what the next best one is. Okay, that's student loan repayment. Okay, federal repayment student loan calculator. Okay, debt. Okay, so I see the word debt, I see the word monthly, and I see the word federal. Okay, good. Now, I want to get these in my stuff, right? I want these to show up when these get searched for. I want to show up, okay? So we could do federal, monthly. What was the other one? Federal, monthly. What do we have? Repayment. Now we have repayment in the title. Federal monthly debt. That was it. Thank you, Jim. Federal monthly student debt repayment plans. There we go. So now we have this as our main keyword, and then it's going to ping these words as well. This is like an old thing where I used to go through, and I would go through and I would have like a site about mortgage or something, and then the site about mortgage, I would have all the states, right? So I'd put, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, blah, 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 and it would ping all the states as well. So really cool, really important. Okay, so there we have that. Now we're going to have our slogan line here. If we could F5 to reload. Well, that's not going to do it. For some reason, reload's being funny, so we'll do it over here. All right, so now that should show up right here. Okay, federal monthly student debt repayment plans. Cool. Now we got pages post. Next, what we want to do is we want to go over to general, and we want to go over to, let's see, our general one. We're going to go to reading. Okay, under reading, I'm going to go latest posts. Instead, I'm going to go static page. This is important. What it's going to do is instead of the home page being a bunch of posts, we want to have it a solid page. This is like your landing page, your squeeze page, the place they're going to go when they come to your site. This allows you to control everything. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we're going to choose sample page. Boom, right like that. Okay, save. Okay, now once we're done with that, it should show, instead of post, it's now going to show sample page. Okay, see how that works? Type sample page if you see it. Okay, and that's on our actual domain, so if they go to studentloanrepaymentcalculator.net, they are seeing the sample page. Okay? All right, good. So this is what we're doing here. Looks good. Next, we're going to go into discussion. Now, under discussion, you could choose to allow comments or not allow comments. It's up to you. What I do is I actually take the comments off of pages and only allow them on posts, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so on this, I think we're okay. You know, if you want to get creative, you could have little monsters if they don't have a picture. Okay, and we'll do save. Next, we're going to go to permalinks. Under permalinks, we're going to choose post name. Okay, that's good. So we're going to leave it at post name right here. Okay, what that's going to do is it's actually going to have the keyword in the title of your post. Really cool. Okay, good for SEO and good for everything like that. Then we're going to go save changes. Okay, now we're pretty much set to go on the main structure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to put some pages. Now, when I put pages on my blog, I want my main page to be about the main topic. This is where they're going to come from when they, come from the search engine or whatever. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to open up our keyword planner, and we're going to try to get some topics that people are looking for. Okay, so our first topic will be our sample page, which is going to be our home page, right? It says front page there. And we're going to put student loan repayment calculator, and I'm just going to capitalize these. Okay, just going to take all this junk out. We're going to put our own content and stuff in here. We're going to hit update. Okay, next we're going to go here and we're going to do add new. Okay, what this is going to do is it's going to put some pages on our site. Now, I don't know if this theme that they have allows it, but we'll take a look. All right, so it's not going to put them across the top, but we'll show you how to do that in the other ones. Okay, we'll add a new page, and this page will be, we could take it and do the stuff like this. Okay, so we can make one on federal monthly, student debt. Okay, publish. And then what you want to do is you want to have like 4 or 5 pages based on the keywords, but also based on what they want. Right, so we could do, maybe if you think about this one would probably work well for like a consolidation thing. So we could do debt consolidation, save money. Okay, that'll get them to click on it. It's kind of cool. Okay, so debt consolidation, save money, publish. And then we could do something like add new. And student loan debt help. Okay, cool. So now we have all these. Okay, so everyone's seeing how this is working with our pages. We got our pages here, and we can look at them, and all of our pages have to do with the stuff these people are going to want. Okay, so we got student loan repayment calculator, student loan debt help, federal monthly student debt, debt consolidation, save money. Now, does everyone see how people would actually click on it, right? If they're looking for this, those are things that would interest them. So you don't want to have silly things like, how to go to college or, something stupid. You want to have something that's really, really going to make sense, something that's really going to get them to be interested and also, appease the search engines. So now we have our 4 pages. Next, what we want to do is we want to change the appearance of our site. Okay, we're going to go into Appearance, Themes. Now, under Appearance and Themes, you could choose one of the ones they have. Now, you could see how it works. We're going to use Firefox, or no, we have it in Chrome, I think, yeah. So in Chrome, we could see how it works like this. This is what the site looks like. Okay, so there we go. We got some stuff down here. That's what it looks like. Okay, so now we could go through and we could change our theme. This is where you change your theme. Okay, you go to Appearance, you go to Themes. Now we could go through and say, well, I kind of like this 2016. Activate, and activate, and boom. Now we have, it'll change the whole theme of your site. Okay, so now we got student loan repayment, we got our sidebar widgets over here, stuff like that. Okay, super easy. Now what I like to do is I like to create my own theme. Okay, creating your own theme is very good because you have control of how things are going to look. So hopefully I have the, let's see, that's not the program we want. Hopefully I have the Artisteer program. Now what I use to create my themes is the Artisteer program. So we're going to go into wherever it is, Artisteer. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go into Artisteer. Now what Artisteer does is it allows you to create a theme based on how you want it to look. Okay, it's really cool. It's really easy. I've been using it, I think, since 2008. So it's a really good program. And hopefully it'll load. There it is. Okay, so the Artisteer program is going to, let me just click this thing real quick. It's just being really slow. Okay, cool. Okay, so the Artisteer program looks like this. Okay, it's a really easy program to use. It's got the home. You can suggest a design, edit, colors and fonts, layout, content, background, sheet, header, slider, menu, blocks, vertical menu, controls, and footer. Okay, much like what we talked about, where you got a header, you got the content, you got the sidebar, you got the footer. Simple, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to go through, and you'll notice that I have a template already pulled up, and it's this little Enter Site Design logo, whatever. Okay, this is the template. Now these templates are actually included in the Simple Sites Tools section. You can download them. They're on the side of this video once the video is loaded. And you can get them in the WordPress area as well. And you could download these templates, and these templates are based on what works, right? These are templates I've used with hundreds of thousands or hundreds of millions of visitors and gotten results. Okay, so this is why we use them, because they get results. This kind of stuff here that comes with WordPress, it doesn't get results. You're gonna see why. Okay, so here's what I do. When I go into Artisteer, what I like to do is I like to have my headlines big and bold. You could choose a picture if you wanted to put a picture in your header, right? You could choose an image that they have, or you could choose an image from a file. You could choose like a background image if you want. Okay, so if I wanted to choose, let's say I wanted like a big picture of my video or something, let's see. Go in here, and let's say I wanted like, picture of my backyard as the header. I could choose that and then just kind of manipulate it and say, okay, well, let's make it a little bit bigger by positioning, right, like that. And now I have this. Pretty easy, right? Does that make sense to everyone? Okay, super easy. Now I wouldn't I wouldn't advise having a header like this. But you could go through and you can do all kinds of things with your header. If you say you had a site about like the beach or something, you could pretty much use whatever you want. Let's see if I have any pictures somewhere we could use. Okay, so yeah, like if I wanted to use like a picture of me or something, you know, you just put it in there. And you could do whatever you want. What I advise is just make your own, and you can make it really cool. What I use to make my own, and I'll show you how it works. So if I was to make my own, what I would do is I would use the program called Snagit, and we'll have a link to this as well. You can get a trial. And then I think it's like $40 or something like that for the Snagit program. I will have links on the replay of this video, so just look to the right-hand side of the video if you're watching it. But what we're going to use is we're going to use TechSmith Snagit. I only have the old version on here. The new version is pretty much the same. But in the TechSmith Snagit, what I could do is I could create my own header, right? So I could see how wide this site is by going to Layout. Okay, and I could go sheet width, and I usually do like 1,000 or something. So if we have sheet width 1,000, this thing's probably like 975 or something like that. So what I'll do is in the Snagit program, which was open a second ago, I don't know where it went, there it is. Okay, I would just go through and be like, okay, file, new, I'd do an image that's like 1,000, and then I'd do a height of like, I don't know, 75 or something like that. Okay, and then canvas color would be white. Okay, then I could go through. Oh, that did not work. Let's see, image. I think I put 100. New, 1,000. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it'd look like this, and then, you know, if I wanted to make my own header, I could go through into like pictures or something. Okay, and how are we doing so far? Is everyone like getting totally confused, or does this make sense? Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you totally get it, 1 being you're lost. Type that in the box. Okay, a lot of 5s, that's fine. And we're going to go over this a little bit more as we go along as well. Okay, so if we have a picture here, we're going to take, let's say we use like the Simple Sites people. Okay, we could take these, put them in here. Right, like this. Right, if we were going to use this, we could go through and file, save as, and save it as, you know, whatever, temp head. Okay, save it on our desktop. And then we just go in and import it in here. Header, image from file, desktop, temp head, and then we'd have our Simple Sites in here. All right, really cool. Fill color, make it white. Boom. Move this over here if we want. Make it smaller, make it bigger. Really easy to work with this program. Okay? So, cool. Now, I don't usually get too much into pictures or anything unless it's something that fits. So, like for this, if I was going to do student loan, I'd probably like have a girl on a laptop or something. Let's see. Or we could have like a little bank emblem, or like that. Makes it look kind of official. That's kind of cool. Gives it something. Okay, so now we're going to go through. We're going to take these links on top. I always like the links on top to be blue and underlined. Okay, really cool. Okay, Dom says, I don't get why you're building something outside of WordPress instead of modifying a theme in the WordPress with a page builder. Because we want it to be completely custom to what we're doing. Right? This has to be custom because when you get traffic, you want it to convert. Okay, very, very, very important. That's why we provide themes and templates for you within the program, because a page builder is just going to build a page, right? That's not going to build out your whole theme. We want to build the entire theme so that the whole site is congruent and the whole site is focused on how we get people to respond. Okay? All right, so there we have that. We have our links on top. If you wanted to change these things, you just click on what you want to change, and it's super easy. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at, let's go to layout. So our layout is the columns like this. Okay, let's do columns. You could do one column if it's like a sales letter thing, or you could do two columns like this. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have content. Okay, we're going to go to our content, and you'll notice that the links right now are green. We don't want green. Okay, we want blue and underlined. So we're going to go link, blue. Hyperlink, blue. Okay, text, we could use black. Okay, you could do your font, whatever you want. A font for this, I kind of like Courier. It's kind of a cool font, so we're going to leave it there. Okay, we could do like quotes when you have a quote thing. Let's see, theme colors. Let's see, there should be a background or something like that. Okay, we'll just leave that. We don't use quotes too much. There we go, fill color. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So we'll get that going. And okay, then we have our footer here, which is cool. We'll just put a 17 there. Okay. And web templates. Okay, cool. So once it's done, once it's the way you like, I mean, you could edit however you want. If you want like a background image, you can do that. Okay, all kinds of stuff. You could do, you know, whatever you want. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? And we have lots of other videos that talk about Artisteer. I just kind of want to get it ready to go for you so you understand why we do what we do. And the reason we do what we do is because it's going to pop out, right? Do you guys see that? Look at that. The difference between this, see how confusing it is and hard to look at? Watch it. This just zeroes in. Does everyone see that? That's why, like, when people tell me that, you know, pretty works better, it doesn't. Look at it. That's confusing. This brings it out. Now, Dom says, what about the page, or Jim says, what about the pages across the top? Home, blog. These are your top pages. Okay? So those are your pages. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go File or Export, and we're going to export WordPress theme. We're going to call this Student 1. Okay? We're going to go Export. Let's see, Documents, Artisteer Templates. Okay, cool. So export, and once it's done, there we go, export. Okay, now you always want to export as a zip because that's how you're going to load it. So we're going to go into our themes. We're going to go to Upload. Okay. Now we're going to go into, where'd it go? Upload theme. Browse. Go to Documents, or wherever you saved it, Artisteer Templates. And then we're going to go to Student 1. Okay, see how it's a zip folder? Always want to zip. Install. Now we're going to go Activate. And there we go. So now, I think it actually did keep the ugly thing, but let's take a look here. Where'd we go? Okay, so now we'll just go ahead and reload the page. And boom, there we go. Okay? And it looks like it did kind of change it. Now, this is important because you're going to want to manipulate it. Okay, so first we know we want to get rid of this ugly background. Second, I don't want the plans here, so I'm going to shrink this second text. And then third, I think third we're okay. I think I'm going to put a, let's see here. Okay, so we'll mess with this a little bit. Okay, so site slogan. Let's take this and we're going to go text, Size, I'm going to drop this down to 24. Boom. Okay, this one I'm going to drop down to 28. Okay, maybe, let's see how that looked. Where'd we go? Student loan cap. That looks okay. So we'll keep it at 36 for that one. Okay. Now notice we're doing this based on the way it looks with our content on it, right? We don't want to just have a template that hopefully works for everything. We want it to work for what we want because this is where the conversion is going to be. Very important. Okay. So now let's see about if we want our subheader. Okay. Nope, don't want that. Okay. Well, I think we're good for now. Let's get rid of our background. Okay. And export. Now we're just going to call it student 2. Super easy. Export. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go through and we're going to go back to this. We're going to upload theme. Upload, browse. We're going to get student 2. Install. Okay, and now Jim will see those pages across the top. Everything like that will activate and reload it. Okay, cool. So now we have it. Really easy to go. You see this here. Student loan repayment calculator, federal monthly student loan debt repayment plans. Good. We might even want to make, if we want to get fancy. Okay, looks like it does have that there. We might want to go, if we get fancy, and change the color of the subhead because I don't like that there's so much red up here. So let's take a look at this. And we're going to go text color. And we can make this let's see. That works. Okay, so there we have that there. Good. I know there's something here. Let's see about this. Colors, layout, header, menu blocks, content headings. Okay, the home box. For some reason it's showing up as white, which is kind of funny. Okay, and these things, like, I take a while on these because I'm super picky about them. I want them to look the way that I want them to look. Oh, here we go, headline, there we go. So we're gonna take this, I'm gonna do this in red as well, puts it as home. Okay, really cool. Do we want it red? Yeah, we'll keep it red. We could also go through and do our headline. We could put a little icon. Let's say we put like this little talk thing or something like that, or a ball like this. And we can actually go through. I'm going to make my headline black, Arial black, like that, so it's a little bit bolder. Okay, cool. So there we have that. It kind of just makes it, stand out a little bit more, and that's going to be your headline deal. Okay, so we'll go here. We're going to do export WordPress theme. Call it student 3. Export. Okay, Jim says, so I'm understanding that if I develop a theme in Artisteer and I upload it into my domain, you upload it into your WordPress, that if I don't like the way it shows up, I can manipulate it in WordPress, but I have to go back to Artisteer and fix it there and re-upload. Yes, do all your editing in Artisteer. Don't use WordPress because it's really limited as what you could do. Yes, you're building your frame in Artisteer. So like all the design, everything design worthy on your site is all Artisteer. So your frame is Artisteer. Okay, so here we have this. Now we're going to go here. We're going to go ahead and upload theme. And the reason I do that is 100% for conversion. Right? These need to convert. If you dick around and you have a stupid theme or you're trying to do what someone else did, right? This needs to convert for your visitors. Like, I don't want to mess around and be missing out on $30,000 a year or $100,000 a year or not even making profit, right? Because of the fact that I didn't do the theme the right way and didn't make it work, right? And look at this. Like, if you look at it, these little nuances we're adding, like, watch these nuances when we're done. If we were to compare with the first one. So student loan repayment calculator, now it brings them right into the content. I actually don't like the ball, but we'll keep it for now. We could change it to something else later if we want. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm very picky about the fact that these are on 2 lines. I don't like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to edit the pages to get those on 1 line. So we're going to go dashboard, take a look at which pages are doing it. So we got student loan repayment calculator. Okay, so the save money might be the thing there. So what we'll do is we'll do pages, all pages, and I'm going to go save money. I'm going to get rid of that and see if it'll pull it up to the next line. Okay, so we need to trim a little bit more. Okay, let's get rid of debt consolidation, federal monthly. Okay, I'm going to change it to federal plans. All pages. I'm trying to change it to where we're not like dipping too much into the good keywords. So federal monthly, federal plans. Okay? And again, remember, that's something these people would click on, which is really cool. Okay, would it not be better to make your frame larger since you did not use the full space? There was a green border there. Which frame are you referring to? Okay, so we're going to go here, take a look at how it's looking. Are you talking about this part, Jim? This is our widget sidebar. Okay, so now we got, come on, load. Do we not save it? Update. There we go. Okay, so now see how they're all on 1 line up there? The original post of the theme has a large green spacer. Oh, you're talking about in here? This? Or this thing? This is all just, you don't even need to worry about this stuff. Okay, because what we're looking at is how this looks. Okay, so now what we want to do next is we want to go through. So we got this here. Again, I'm not digging this little green thing. If I was going to be picky, I would probably get rid of the green thing. Okay, and I would probably also go through and go to the headline, and I would change it to black, and I would get rid of the bold. The reason is because I want it to look like content rather than like a big headline. Right, so I would do that. Okay? Okay, so we'll do that. We're going to go ahead and export just because I want to show you guys how this works. I'll just build it like I'm building it so you can kind of like be at work with me. Okay, so we're going to go there, and our last theme setting update thing is going to be this. So again, here we have this, and I'm going to show you in real time how it works. So we'll just open this in a new one. Okay, now we're going to go back and we're going to do appearance themes, and we're going to do let's see, upload, theme, browse, student 4, install. Okay, activate. Now, look at the difference between what we started with, which was the terrible one. Let's go ahead and do this. So if we start with the terrible one, we're going to take a look at how this got better. Okay. Okay, so look at how it got better in succession, and you're going to see the little nuances. So like this is what a lot of people do, right? They do this, looks ugly, whatever. Okay, what we did is we started with this, okay? Then we went to this, and we're like, okay, that's a little better. And now we have, if it updates, okay, well, it should be updated. Let's see. Sometimes it caches, which is a pain in the butt. Come on. All right, let's try it again. We could try it in here. Okay, so you guys see, look at that. It draws me right in the content. Do you guys see how it does that? Like my eyes go right in. It's like, and it looks official. It's like, this looks like a checkbook, right? It's like, whoa, okay, cool. I'm gonna get some info on this stuff and it's gonna look good, right? Does that make sense? Does everyone see that? Like the difference between what normal people would use, and I know because they do it all the time. They use something like this, and it's just like, I wanna leave this site. This sucks. This one is like, whoa, okay, this is gonna give me the, I'm expecting a plan. It's gonna be like, boom, here you go, here's how you do it, you can save money, blah, 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 wonderful. That difference right there is the difference between making money and not making money. It might look stupid, it might sound stupid, it might be silly to you, but literally that's the difference, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we have this is our little headline of our topics. You can see if we go to the different pages, it's all there as well. So now we've completely controlled the way the blog looks. That's why I use Artisteer. Now what we need to do is we need to go through and add plugins. So we're going to go plugins. We're going to go add new. Plugins, add new. Okay? And I'm going to make sure that I have the most updated plugins on my computer here. So just bear with me a second. Okay, and a plugin is like, so you have your theme, which is like the framework of your site, like the template, okay? Then you have your WordPress, which is your main deal. Then you have your plugins, which are kind of like apps on your phone, right? It's like, okay, well, I got the phone, now I want to make it do cool stuff. And that's what the plugins do. So let's take a look and make sure our plugins are working right. So let me just drop these in here. My programmer just sent me some new ones. So I'm going to make sure that I have them. Okay, working plugins. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, I think these will work. Let's double check. I'm in a different computer, so we'll have to see. We're going to go into plugins. We're going to go into upload plugin. Now, this is very simple. This is how you upload a plugin. Browse, find it on your computer. Mine are under desktop, and then I have them on Profit Files. And then we're going to use several different ones. I'm going to use the Smart Affiliate Ads and Squeezeblogs. First, we use Squeezeblogs Pro. This is probably the most important plugin. So we're going to go in here, activate, and hopefully it's the latest version. If not, we'll have to go back to the drawing board. Okay, cool. So now it's activated. You'll see it in your list of plugins here. Okay, activated, good. You will also see it on your sidebar. Okay, really cool. Now, the Squeezeblogs Pro plugin is designed to control the sidebar widgets. Now, right now in WordPress, okay, if you go into Appearance and you go into Widgets, you only have the option to control the widgets on the primary area and everything like that, which is a pain in the butt, right? So like if I want to get rid of the search box, it's going to get rid of the search box on pages, on posts, everything, right? So like if I go to a post, boom, the search box is gone there too. Okay, this is a pain in the butt. What we want to do is we want to be able to control all this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into widgets and we're going to get rid of all this stuff by just dragging it over. All right, like this. Okay, and then I'm going to go here and I'm going to put this Squeezeblogs Pro in the primary widget area. That'll change what's over here. Okay, see how I made nothing over there? Nothing on pages, nothing on post. What this has done is it's allowed us to control the sidebar content. Okay, this is extremely important. Like there's nothing more important than being able to control your blog the way that you want. This is why we don't use WordPress's themes. This is why we don't use the regular plugins. This is why we do it all the way that we want to do it, okay? So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna mess around with this plugin. Now what I like to do is I like to have a squeeze page. So like on this one, Student Loan Repayment Calculator, I wanna have them like, hey, check it out. You wanna get the plan? You want us to help you save money? Here's how to do it. Now the way we do that is going into widgets. We have this here, make sure Squeezeblogs is over here. And then we're gonna go into the Squeezeblogs Pro plugin. Now, the Squeezeblogs Pro plugin works with Aweber and any other autoresponder. Now, the new version of this is going to have, let me see if we have the new one. Bear with me 1 second and I'll see if I can find the brand new one. Okay, well the new one is going to have a little checkbox right here that says use Aweber, and if you say yes, it'll pop up all the Aweber info. If you say no, it'll have an HTML code box. You'll put your code in and boom, it'll be done. Okay, other than that, everything's the same. So it'll be either a code or it'll be the list name. Now, if you use the Aweber list name, which if you're new and you don't have an autoresponder, use the Aweber, please. It's so much easier. If you have been using a different one and you're hell-bent on using it, then do it. But I recommend Aweber. Get Aweber, do it, use it, simple. All right, so what we do here is we go through, we hide the title always, and you'll notice we have opt-in 1, opt-in 2, opt-in 3, opt-in 4, 5, affiliates, thank you, sales, recent posts, recent comments, AdSense. We also have custom search and drop-down. Cool. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to choose the way we want this to look. I'm going to go show in pages, okay? Now, I can say I only want it to show on the home page, right? I could do that, or I could say I only want it on page 5 or whatever, okay? So I can make it custom. So if we want to go through and we want to put an opt-in, we could go get a custom student loan repayment plan and save tons on interest while lowering your monthly payments. Free guide below. Okay, now we're going to go through here, correct our spelling, center. We're going to make this bold. We're going to make it larger. And we're going to make it red. Boom. There we go. Cool. Okay. Now, if we want to get fancy, we could put some arrows here as well. So if I wanted to put arrows, I would just go Add Media, select Files, go to wherever you have arrows, Pictures. Okay. I believe I have those. Yeah, here we'll use these arrows here. Yep, that's not the right one. There we go. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, here's our arrows. Full size, alignment none. We'll do alignment center. Insert. Boom. Now, got these arrows. Pretty cool, right? So now we're going to just kind of clean this up a little, get your student loan repayment plan and save tons. We'll see how it looks. Next, we put our AWeber list name. Okay, whatever your list name is, it'll work. You could call it like student loan or whatever. Or you could use the numerical name. The numerical name is easier and it always works. So if you get an error using the name like I have Simple Marcus, just use the numerical name which is in your AWeber account. Next, you're going to choose a thank you URL. We're going to use this and we're going to go to Posts and we're going to add new. And our thank you URL, we'll just call it for now, thank you. Publish. And the reason we do that is so we can get a link. We can add the content later. This is just setting up the frame. Copy link. This is going to be our thank you URL. Next, we're going to put bullet points, whatever they are, okay? Save money, get new federal rates, pay debt down faster. Okay, there we go. Next, you could have your privacy. We have an automatic privacy policy that's in there, so I'm going to leave it blank. If you have your own custom one, you can put that there. Okay, so there we go. That's what we do. Very simple. We're going to go down here, choose our color. You could use green, white, gold, download, whatever. I'm going to choose white. Okay? You can customize it if you want. I'm not going to. It just works. Okay? You could change the button and say, you know, save me money or something like that. Okay, and update. Now, what's going to happen here is, all right, cool. So there we go. See how that looks? We're going to change those arrows a little because I don't like that they're not centered. So we'll just go up here and see why they're not centered. I'll just put a little center tag. And the reason it did it is because I centered it on the image page, not on this page, so this should fix that. Okay, and if it doesn't fix it, we'll just figure out how to do it later. Let's see. Let's see if one of them will be centered. Sometimes you could just mess around with it. And a lot of it is just messing around and trying to figure out what you got to do to get it to go. There we go. So now they're centered. So now all I have to do is just take the one off. There we go. And that should do the trick. Now, I'm also going to shrink this because this looks really overwhelming to read. So I'm going to go in here and do maybe heading 4 or something, see how that looks. There we go. Everyone see how cool that looks? Okay. Does everyone see? Type opt-in if you see. This is now an opt-in page. Okay, now if you wanted to do this and like get a bunch of leads, you could just make a video or outsource a video right here and talk about what they're getting and tell them to opt in. Cool, like you get a bunch of people. Now, how many of you guys think that if you had a bunch of people who had student loan debt and wanted to save money on student loan debt or calculate it, you would have a valuable list? Of course you would. These people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're just looking at colleges for my kid. It's like $250,000. Yeah, we'd like to like save money on that stuff, right? So it's like, boom, there you go. All right, so now what we would do is we go ahead and get content and fill this thing out, make it work, make it good. Now, again, you're going to notice that this shows up on all of the posts or on all of the pages. Okay, so all of our pages have the opt-in, but you'll also notice that our post, like that thank you one we set up, does not. Okay, so this is allowing you complete control of your blog. Now I could make it a little thing like thank you, welcome, whatever. I could go in and use the other tabs up here, right? To like if I wanted to say, well, on my thank you page, which I want only on posts, okay, on my thank you page, maybe I want a banner ad. Okay, I go to Max Bounty or whatever, I get a banner ad, right? So let's do like student loan debt. Okay, so like if I had the code here, I could just put the banner ad. And again, you're going to get this from your affiliate network, so you would want to do that. And I don't know if I have my password saved on here. Let me see if I do. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, I don't know what my password is for that one. Well, you know what? I'll just go to Bluehost and show you how it works. Bear with me 1 second. So we'll use it with a banner. Okay, so like if we were to go to Bluehost and we did a banner ad, and again, you're going to use this for the right offer, right? So like you would use this for the student loan offer, but I just want to show you how to do it real quick. So we would go in and do links. I would go in and get a banner. They're going to give you a code like this. Say we wanted this long banner. I would just go like this, copy, and then I would go into my blog under Squeeze Blogs, and I would just go to text, and I put the banner text in there, update, and then on my thank you page now we should have the banner ad here. There you go. Okay, everyone see how that works? Super simple, super easy. You can put AdSense there, you can put whatever you want. Okay, does everyone, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you getting this? I mean, I know you're probably going to have to go back and review this video, which is fine. We'll try to get it up as soon as possible, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how we doing? Okay, and I got to tell you, the best thing you can do here is go in and play with it. You're not going to blow up your site. It's not going to ruin it. You just have to get in there and start doing it and start working with it. Okay, very, very simple, very focused. So that's what we want to do here. So what we covered today was a lot. Okay, this was more of the technical stuff, but what we covered today was we went through buying a domain name. Okay, we bought our domain name. We went through setting up our domain name on Bluehost. We went through setting up the WordPress on Bluehost. We went through structuring the WordPress. Okay, that was on our WordPress student loan repayment calculator.net. We went through setting up a theme and uploading the theme. We went to going in and creating and editing a theme, right? We made the theme in Artisteer. We also went through using plugins and using sidebar widgets and things like that. Now, some other plugins that you will want to use that you'll want to set up by default, we'll go in plugins, add new. And we're going to go upload. Go to desktop or wherever you've saved them. And we're going to get a AMD tracker and affiliate ads. Okay, and we'll go into AMD tracker on a next video. But on this one, I want to go through Smart Affiliate Ads really quick. So we'll do activate. And we'll do, you'll see here, it's got Smart Affiliate Ads, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go here. You can see it has Smart Affiliate Ads Pro. What this does is it allows you to put little ads on everything, so it'll work really well. Okay, so now what we do with this one is we have Smart Affiliate Ads Pro. We could go in, we can create our managed groups, everything like that. Okay, so we're going to go here, we're going to click create a group. This is where you could create those little image ads I make. Again, you're going to get in, you're going to play with it. After you watch this video, go mess around with this stuff on your hub site. You're not going to ruin anything, just mess around with it. Your hub site's not permanent anyway, it's just your test site. So this will be very good practice. So we're going to do name, I'll call it like credit ads. This is just for me. We're going to go through, we'll do image ads, newsfeed I think is the one we want, and we'll randomize them within the group. Okay, next we're going to show them where to be. We're not going to use this because I'm not, well, we can use it. Yeah, let's just do posts. Okay, submit. Okay, now what we do is we could create little ads. All right, we could go through and I think, let's see, this one here is create ads, manage ads. Okay, and you can make little ads and stuff like that. Like, you know, get 0% student loans. Okay, you could do a description, you could do a URL. This would be like a link to a page on your site or the affiliate offer. Okay, we'll just put it to Google right now. And then you can upload an image. Select. Pictures. So we use, I don't know, we'll use this thing here. Okay? Any image. I mean, make something that fits for you. I just want to show you how it works so that you can start messing around with it. Now, very important, always hit insert into post. Do not hit save changes because we want to insert it into the post. Boom. There we go. Okay? Now, once you create these, it should, after you go to appearance widgets. Now, whenever you have something in the sidebar widgets, you need to make sure you drag it over here. So we're going to make sure we drag Smart Affiliate Ads Pro right here under Squeeze Blogs. Okay, now that should show up right here. Okay, see our little image ad? Type image ad if you see it. Okay, and you can also put them in, like if I wanted them in the post. Okay, this is very important because a lot of times we'll use this. So it'll have this little Smart Affiliate Ads Pro short code. You just go credit ads, position center, how many ads? I don't know, 9. And then you take this, put it right up here, boom. And it should show up. See how the ads are up here now? Okay, so now you could go through and you could do a whole bunch and it works really well and it gets a lot of clicks. This is the same thing I did on the Bible site where I had a bunch of little Bibles, okay? And you could play around with the different types. Like if you go back to manage groups and you play around with the different types of ads here by clicking this, you can see it's going to go through like image ads banner is going to be different. Okay, see how that's like the little icon type? Okay, you could do text ads or whatnot. And what it does is it's based on native advertising. So what we want to do is we want to make our ads look like content. Very important. We want to make sure they look like content. You want to make sure they blend. If it requires an image, use an image. If it's just text, use text, right? You could use either or. You can see how this works here. And it works extremely well. This is based on Google AdSense. It's based on native ads. It's based on things that get lots and lots of clicks, right? That's why we created this. It cost me like a small fortune to create this plugin for you, but I wanted to make it for you so that it would work and it would do the things that I've been doing over the years that get the conversion. Now, in addition to that, it also tracks everything, right? So you'll be able to track it once you have more ads in here. Right? We can go and let's do image ads, news feed, okay, and then we'll add some more ads so you guys can see, right, like this, okay. New ad, whatever, okay, whatever, and just get a picture. Insert into post. Okay, we'll make this Google as well. And this is also like cloaking your affiliate links, which is cool. Okay, if you're going direct to affiliate offers. Okay, we'll make a couple more so you guys can see what it looks like. Whatever, Google. Okay, upload. Select. Insert, and submit. Okay, and you can see they're popping up as they go through. Okay, see how that works? And again, you're going to use images that actually fit what you're doing. I find that clip art works well, and little things like this work well as well. Okay, what does it mean to cloak a link so it can go direct to an affiliate? Well, what it means is this. So like, see how if I hover over this, okay, down here in the bottom, watch down here, right here. See how I hover over and it says studentloanrepaymentcalculator.net/? smart affiliate ads equals big long ugly thing, okay? That's a cloaked link. So now that's really going to Google. Now if it was not cloaked, it would just say http www.google.com. Okay, that would be a non-cloaked. But what happens is there's a buffer and it's going through a cloaked link so that search engines don't see it as, oh, he's just got a bunch of affiliate links. Okay, does that make sense, Dom? Okay, now you can play around with these, you could edit them, but what happens, I'm going to put this in your chat box. Okay, I want everyone to look in your chat box on the webinar, okay, if you're watching this live, and I want you to click on that link. Okay, that's a link to this page. When you click on that link, I want you to pick one of those images and I want you to click on it. Okay, so you can see right now, those images have no clicks. Okay, so I want everyone to do that right now. When you're done clicking, type click. Okay, everyone do that so we could see how it works in real time. Okay, and there won't be that many because this is a private, fancy pants, expensive webinar, but you'll see how it works. Okay, cool. So everyone clicked, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I think some of you guys fell asleep, but that's okay. But you can see now we have clicks on each one. It also goes through and shows you percentages. Okay, so what you're going to do, okay, we got 25 impressions, 6 clicks. What you're going to do is you're going to bid on traffic and you'll be like, hey, check it out. Okay, most people are clicking on the images. Then you can go in, you can look at the ads and say which one are they clicking on. Okay, and at a glance, you're going to see this stuff. Really cool. It's going to tell you about your market. You're going to be able to make a lot of money with it. Okay, so let's take a breath. I know this has been a big tech crazy webinar. What I want you to do is I want you to take a couple minutes and I want you to ask me your biggest question about what we went over today. Okay, so take a minute, think of that.
Okay, can everyone hear me okay? I think we lost audio for a minute. I'm going to try to get the video working as well. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can get our video as well. Okay, so our video should be working, I hope. Let's see. Okay, media source. Not that one. We want video capture. Let's see. For some reason, it does not want to work. Okay, let's see about the other one. Maybe the other one will work. All right, so now what you guys want to do, if you guys are into this kind of stuff, if you want to learn the WordPress, which is pretty important, it's really good. I mean, you got to focus on it. Obviously, there's a lot to it. But if you want to do this, it really, really works. Let's see if I can get back here. Where'd we go? There we are. Video capture device. I don't know why my camera's not working, but whatever. That's cool. We will go from there. All right, so if you guys like this kind of stuff, what we're going to do is we're going to have this coaching class for you. And the coaching class is going to be over at offerhacks.com/blog. All right, that's offerhacks.com/blog. You can see that at the bottom of your screen. That's offerhacks.com/blog. And let me see if I can get our other image up there. Where'd we go? All right, let's see. All right, there we go. And we'll send this to back. Move to bottom. Okay, cool. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, you can go over to offerhacks.com/blog. What we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to have little videos breaking down everything WordPress. So everything's going to be WordPress oriented. You can see there's going to be a ton of webinars that we need to have. Some of them will be videos, some of them will be actual webinars, and you're going to want to focus on it and really get in there. So you could go to offerhacks.com/blog. Once you're on offerhacks.com/blog, you could sign up. It's 2 payments of $77, which is like ridiculous. It's like, I don't know, a couple of bucks per webinar. So if you got value out of this, if you like this kind of stuff, you're definitely going to want to go sign up for that. Again, that is offerhacks.com/blog. Offerhacks.com/blog. That's where you want to go to get this stuff and make it work. So with that said, are there any questions about what we went over today? Any questions about what we went over? Okay, and again, that's offerhacks.com/blog. The videos are going to be a lot more bite-sized than the one we just went through. It's going to be a lot more easy to understand. You're going to get the plugins, you're going to get the tools, and some of the things we're going to go over with you are how to get started with WordPress, how to get set up with a domain and hosting the right way, how to set up your blog with the design and the plugins. We're going to go through the little nuances of what it is that makes these things actually make money, which is really important. A lot of people, they just think, oh, well, I'll just get a blog up and everyone's going to start rushing there and signing up for affiliate programs. And that can happen, but, not always. So we got to focus on the right stuff. We're also going to go through understanding the WordPress dashboard, which is another very important piece. You got to understand why everything is where it's at, how to get things quicker, how to do everything. Dan, the new version of Squeeze Blogs Pro is in this course. So it's, offerhacks.com/blog. We're going to go over the dashboard. We're going to do the Ghetto HTML class. Now, this one's important because there's a lot of little code things that aren't big. I mean, they're just little copy and paste things that you're going to need to make this stuff work. We're also going to talk about pages and posts. We're going to talk about how to build your mailing list, how to set up your affiliate links, how to get started with SEO. Now, that's one thing I didn't cover in this blog was the SEO portion. And that's one that in webinar number 9, we're going to go through and talk about SEO and show you how it works and get you all squared away and everything like that. Webinar number 10, we're going to talk about understanding and working with simple codes. Number 11, creating simple WordPress themes. We're going to go through Artisteer. We're going to go through how to customize other themes, everything like that. We're also going to go through the 15-minute design class. It's going to show you how to do logos and different stuff like that. Now, at the end of this,
not only are you going to be able to do affiliate marketing, but you'll also be like a experienced WordPress designer. So you could actually go and sell your services to businesses, which is a huge, huge opportunity for people. We're also going to understand FTP and uploading files. We're going to talk about how to set up payment links for your own products and things like that, Amazon and stuff like that as well. We're going to talk about, in number 15, creating content that makes money. This is very important. We're actually going to show you how to create content and how to put it on your blog the right way so that people actually buy things, right? It's extremely important that people buy stuff and sign up for your affiliate offers. Next, we're going to go through how to upload, host, and secure your sites for sale and files and everything like that. Number 17, WordPress and video. This is extremely important, whether you're creating your own videos or whether you're using videos that are already out there. Okay, now I've made this class ridiculously inexpensive, so there's no excuses. It's going to be easy. It's going to be bite-sized, step-by-step, go through it. Now, I also have a content writer who's going to be going through each of these videos and making you a guide. So this should be like a $2,000 course, but it's not. So I want you guys to get in there. I want you to learn the tech stuff. That way, when it comes time to do the money stuff, you're coming back to me for the stuff that I really enjoy teaching, which is the money stuff. Now, this works as well. You guys saw that I broke it down and made it really easy in this training class today. So you'll want to, take a look at that. Number 18, we're going to talk about WordPress logos and design tips. We're going to talk in 19 about the plugins. So like someone is asking on live chat right now, which plugins do you need? We're going to go through the list, and we're also going to hook you up with some of my custom plugins that you can install on your blog right away as well. And then number 20, we're also going to talk to you about outsourcing. Now, I know a lot of people are like, well, what's blogging? Do you have to blog every day? Do I have to write every day? What do I do? And in this one, we're actually going to show you how, once everything's set up, how to outsource it and have people add to it and comment and build your site so you can make money. Now, this is what you need to know to be able to do this business. It's really cool. You're also going to get 3 killer plugins and everything like that, and we're going to give you support as long as the class is going. So 20 webinars. We're probably going to be going for the next month or so with these. And, if you have questions along the way, we're going to help you out with that as well. So really cool. What you're going to want to do, the link is at the bottom of this page. It's offerhacks.com/blog. Offerhacks.com/blog. It's going to take you to this page. It's a very simple page. You put your first name, your last name. It's a totally secure page. You guys can see it's all fancy and everything like that. Okay? First name, last name, email. Put your phone number. That way, if we ever need you, we can get you. Street address, city, state, zip, country. Put your card type, number, everything like that, okay? CV2, which is the numbers on the front if you're Amex and on the back if you're not. Then it's just 2 payments of $77. So this is a no-brainer. If you've never bought anything from me, this is a great place to start. If you have all my products, this is a great add-on. What this is going to do is it's going to teach you everything. Now, I'm not getting rich on this. I'm barely making anything on it because it costs me a lot to run these trainings for you, even the free ones. So we really have to go through and look at it and say, well, you're going to learn a lot here. You're going to get skills that are going to help you. Now, obviously, because this is a live course and you are taking a seat, it is non-refundable. So you're going to want to sign up right now. If you enjoyed this class, even if it was a little over your head, even if there was parts you struggled with, right? This is going to help you make sense of everything you learned today. This is going to help you set up a blog so you can finally make money. Now, this is the tech stuff. All right? So if you're struggling with the tech stuff, get this and get past it. Offerhacks.com/blog. Put your initials in the bottom. Click the button. Less than $200. You're going to get, I think that's like less than $8 a webinar. Now, I don't usually do like cheaper courses, but I want you guys to get the tech stuff out of the way, right? I want you to get in there and do it and make it work. And I kind of want to force myself to record these new webinars for you anyway. So go to offerhacks.com/blog. Get signed up. I will take some questions about that course right now if you do have them, and we'll take it, step by step and go through there. But go ahead and get signed up at that page so that we can get you all squared away. All right, so any questions, feel free to ask them, and we'll get you sorted.
All right, and again, that's offerhacks.com/blog. All right, excellent. Now, if you want a shortcut to making this work, I would highly recommend one of our high-ticket niches. The high-ticket niches are very good because what it does is it really focuses on getting you guys what you need, right? It focuses on giving you guys the tools you need and giving you guys a site that's already set up and ready to go. So if you like that, we have those available as well. So I'm going to go ahead and close down the webinar. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you guys learned a lot. And I hope to see you guys in the WordPress webinar series. This is unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's going to be very cut and dry. All you got to do is fill out this course and say, Marcus, yes, I want to learn this skill. And just think, I mean, I've charged as little as $300 and as much as 10,000 to, I think even like, what was our biggest one? I think it might have been like 50,000 bucks for one blog, right? So it's really cool. I mean, you could charge an arm and a leg for these once you get good at it, and this is going to give you the skills you need. So hop over to offerhacks.com/blog. Again, if you like my webinars, if you like these trainings and videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button on YouTube so that you don't miss any and you always get the new stuff. Thanks again for watching. I'm Marcus, and I'll see you in the next training call. Go sign up at offerhacks.com/blog.